Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Monday, September the 9th. Keep in mind, though, time and energy is still fluid, guys. This message could play out today. The message may or may not be for you, but we are walking into the first of 3 9-9 portals for the month of September. And so there's going to be 3 9-9 portals playing out this month, and this is the closing out of the 888 portals from August. And so what I heard was get ready for a major cleanup and closing of past cycles. And so we've got the first portal today on September the 9th. The second 9-9 portal is going to take place on the 18th, and the third 9-9 portal is going to take place on September 27th. And so we are at the precipice of closing out something huge. And so what needs to end in your life so change can begin? And where have you been called to? Those were some big questions that my guides wanted me to ask the collective today. And so when emptiness is still, that is the energy of eternity. And when it moves, that's the energy of love. And so right now, today, we have Mercury entering back into Virgo. We're still a little bit in that post-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, but we're almost done with the post-shadow energies of that retrograde. And we're going to have the moon entering into Sagittarius today. And so these energies are saying, hey, you've got the ability to create emotional fulfillment in your life, but there might be some type of tower coming in order to break down blocks on the heart. What I felt was a significant life change on the horizon. And so we all have the ability to create balance by following our intuition and creating that emotional fulfillment by allowing our inner intuition to guide us towards what is truly best for us. And so I was shown the energy of the High Priestess with the 10 of Cups. And so there is somebody here very much connected to the higher realms. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She holds all of the mysteries of the universe within. And so there's a guarding going on when it comes to the veils between worlds connected to this 9-9 gateway portal. And so endings, completions, and enlightenment. And so enlightenment is the creation of the universe. And so basically we're reaching the sum of all that there was. And so we do all have this ability to tap into the sacred Merkaba energies. And so this really is a gateway opening of us going through the doorway of enlightenment so we can understand everything. And sometimes you understand everything and nothing all at the same time. And so that is really the totality of who we are, is basically the vast and the emptiness as well. And so this might mean a time of loss. It might mean a time of upheaval, but loss and upheaval do usually lead to new beginnings and major life blessings. And sometimes the tower comes in to bring major destruction when it comes to a false belief or a false pattern or a false path. But this is really opening up the doorway for something new, something so much better. And so be willing to embrace this transformative emotional experience, because I was shown the tower with the Ace of Cups, and to open up the heart to the higher channels really is a transformative emotional experience. And so love is in focus. Higher heart activation is what I feel is taking place over the coming weeks, so we can tap into the vast. And so let's jump in with the tarot and let's see what else needs to come through for a message today, guys. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It does help circulate the content, helps the channel to grow. It lets me know you enjoy the messages that I put out there, and it does encourage me to create more content. But let's jump in with some oracle messages, and let's start by setting the tone today with the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. What I want you to keep in mind, guys, is this reading is not sign specific. It is not a personal reading, although it might feel like it at times, but I'm just here to kind of read the cards. I'm not here to tell you what to do. The cards are not here to tell you what to do. All readings are just an opportunity to step into your truth, step into your power, and embrace empowerment and creating the life that you want. And so we get the ascendant, and we get solar flares. So we are in a major portal of activation. The ascendant energy is the doorway to past lives. This is the arrival. And I do feel a deep-seated energy of like a wounded healer. They're showing me the Nine of Wands. And so as we enter into this abundant truth of the universe, it really can be heartbreaking to see and feel everything. And so solar flares, I feel we are in a major healing portal. I heard Aquarius, and so we are preparing to fully ground in the ascension codes for the age of Aquarius. And so we have Pluto at the 29th degree in Capricorn dipping back in for that final cleanup. And so there might be flare-ups, there might be arguments, there might be flare-ups, but this is where you arrive at your most authentic frequency. So let's get into it, guys, and let's see what else needs to come through. If you would like to book a more personal message with me, please feel free to check out the description box below, as well as the comment section below. There you will see a pinned comment for the web page. So if you'd like to book a reading through my web page, feel free to check it out, guys. Let's get into it and let's see what needs to come through. I'm pretty sure I saw the Uranus card, and so get ready for some changes. I know on the weekend there was an aspect, I believe, with Mercury and Uranus, so there might have been some upsetting news coming through. But this is about progressing forward on the path. And so maybe some time has passed. I feel the Two of Swords energy coming through, and there's going to be a challenge to face that you're going to have to work through. We get the activation card again. And so solar flares come in to activate these very intense waves of energy. And then we get the 5th house passion. And so this really is about what you're passionate about. And so the passion card, the 5th house, this is the house of creativity. This is the house of fun. This is the house of sex and gambling and children. And then we get the root card on the bottom of the deck. And so I feel a very prominent Knight of Cups energy coming through. I do feel there could be an opportunity for some deep emotional exploration here. This is about getting to the root of an issue here. And maybe it's about unblocking what it is that you're truly passionate about. And so you all have the ability to create your own life. So pick up the pen, pick up the paintbrush, start creating is a big message. And so the 5th house, I do feel the 3 of Cups energy. And so there could be a cause for celebration here after you go through a certain activation. But let's read into the solar flares card. Let's read into that with the book, because that come through on the cut. And apparently that message is pretty loud today. I do feel there could be some type of flare-up, but let's talk about this. And so something is surfacing. Something that's been hidden below the surface is coming to light. And so mass ejection. So you might be ejected out of your current timeline when it comes to an old system. Somebody here, I feel, is growing hungry for truth, growing hungry for answers. And so I do feel you might have to take a shot at something here. You might have to take a shot at something. But I do think somebody here is hungry for change. And so get ready for change, because change is in the air. I actually heard revolution. So this might be a time of collective revolution. But I do feel this is about releasing the status quo. And so when we seek out revolutionary change, that is all about releasing the status quo. And so somebody here is going through an activation. There might be some type of storm ahead. Somebody here might be pulled down into some very dark energy. I feel a magnifying glass is kind of looking at something a little bit closer here. Somebody here is on the seeking journey. And so change is being made manifest, definitely within the collective. And so there could be momentum. There could be a need to really calm these activations to gain a new perspective. This new perspective that is being gained might not be easy to swallow, but I do feel that somebody here is being called to create balance and longevity when it comes to a passion that they're passionate about. And so somebody here is getting an extra voltage of energy to say, hey, it's time for you to find your inspiration. It's time for you to use these portal gateways wisely. And you don't want to add fuel to any fire in the energies, that's for sure. But this is about turning that inspiration into reality. So let's read the 5th house card, because I think somebody here is getting inspired. And so I heard village. That's interesting. I heard village. And so I do feel there's something here where you need to get to the heart of the matter. There might be something here when it comes to an inner child wound that wants to come out, that wants to be acknowledged, that wants to be healed. Do not get swept up in the thrill of something false, though, either, because the fifth house is all about taking risks and taking chances. And so I do feel you need to nurture that fire. You need to nurture that creative spark. And you really need to ponder about your deepest longings, because I do feel somebody here is being asked to create. So what is it that you're being asked to create? I'm not sure, but let's go a little bit further with the tarot and let's see what else needs to come through today. We're going to use the Wisdom Angel Tarot card. So we get the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck in reverse and the High Priestess. Have you been called to take action? Are you resistance to the spiritual path? There is a spiritual quest here, and you might need to meditate. You might need to turn inward. You might need to really take some time to go within, to discover your soul's true desires. Maybe it's not time for action yet, but there is some type of activation when it comes to the spiritual journey. And the way I hit the cards, the Eight of Cups in reversed fell off the cut. And so there's something here where you're in denial about walking away from a situation. Because when my finger tapped the card, it came out up right now. And so it wasn't reversed. So there may need to be an energy here of going back. The Eight of Cups can mean having to go back to something that was walked away from. But there is a need to move on from a situation that I feel maybe you've been clinging to. And so there's a need to move on from something. Where do you need to get honest about why you're clinging to a situation that's probably dead and gone? There's some clarity coming through. And so maybe somebody is choosing not to make these big changes and sitting in a state of denial because it might require packing up a home situation and leaving it behind, and somebody's not quite ready to take that action yet. But there is a need to gain some wisdom here when it comes to a spiritual path. And so maybe you're somewhere you don't really want to be and you want more to life than that experience. But there is this underlying sense of denial. And so denial, procrastination, these are all forms of self-sabotaging behavior. So maybe you need to recognize where you're sabotaging your own spiritual quest, your own spiritual path. But let's do 9 of these cards. Let's get it spread out, guys. And let's see what needs to come through for the collective today. 6 of Wands, victory. So recognize the red flags here. Make a wise choice. Recognize recognize the red flags and make a wise choice. Yeah, I do feel something here about listening to your intuition. Somebody has not been listening to their intuition, or maybe there's been questioning of these gifts. We get the 6 of Cups in reverse. So there is something here about creating balance. So recognize the red flags when it comes to a certain connection here. It could be a work situation. It could be a lover situation. It could be, you know, mother-child dynamic, any type of relationship dynamic here. But there's a revisiting of some type of pattern. The 6 of Cups in reverse is saying, hey, it's time to let go of the past. It's time to go through some type of separation. There's no returning here. There's no going back. Stop romanticizing about a situation and recognize where you are keeping yourself stuck, complacent, and in a state of stagnancy. And so the 7 of Coins in reverse is saying, hey, get ready to reap what you have sown, because I do feel somebody planted a seed. There's a lack of growth. I think there's this restless, impatient energy coming through. Yeah, because there's this energy of a loveless situation. And so there might be a message coming that you don't want to hear. I feel this energy of get ready for some type of social upheaval here in order to break yourself free from something that is no longer meant for you. So the 8 of Swords in reverse is right below the 6 of Cups in reverse. And so this is saying you're not really trapped here. You can take the blindfold off. You can walk through this gateway. You can take charge of your life. You can take responsibility for a situation here. There's overwhelming fear. I do feel there's something about a message coming regarding a relationship. There's going to be an epiphany. There's going to be an aha moment here. And I do feel somebody here is needing to recognize, hey, You got to step into your worth. You got to step into your value. The Queen of Coins in reversed is ungrounded, doesn't know her worth, doesn't know her value. There's a lack of growth. There's a lack of sensible approach. There could be somebody here only focused on the material aspects of life, and it is all about the love. It really isn't about the money. And then we get the Page of Swords in reverse, and so there is going to be an unwelcome message coming. That's really what it feels like. Somebody here is in a state of denial. I don't know if it's this Queen in reversed or if it's this Queen, this King of Cups upright. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking today. Probably because Mercury is going from Leo to Virgo. But there is some type of social injustice here that needs to be recognized. And so we could have a king here that is in a state of denial, needing to recognize, hey, you're dealing with somebody that's only after your money. But I do feel the energy is very triggering when it comes to a certain home situation here. Somebody here is needing to be a little bit practical. I do feel it might appear like you're in a solid romantic relationship of some sort, or a solid relationship of some sort, but really you need to take a step back. You need to see all sides of a situation here. And I do feel this Ace of Swords in reversed is kind of connected to this King of Cups. And so there's some type of an emotional denial of some type of an emotional truth here. And it could be a past injustice because of that Eight of Cups in reversed on the bottom of the deck. But there is a need to gain some insights here. So if you're facing challenges, delays, and setbacks, and you're like, oh my God, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Then you need to take a step back, because sometimes we have to face challenges and delays because we're somewhere we're not meant to be. And so there might be sudden unexpected movement forward, but somebody here is being encouraged to relocate, to pack up, to relocate. And so I do feel relief is on the horizon. But I do feel there's an epiphany coming about some type of feminine that is maybe only after somebody for their money. Let's clarify this Queen of Coins in reversed. Let's clarify this energy. And I'd also like to go a little bit deeper into the King of Cups. So tell me more about this Queen of Coins in reversed. We get the Eight of Coins in reverse. We could have somebody here that doesn't work, that doesn't want to work, that really is only with somebody because of their money. We get the Ten of Cups reversed, and she's not really happy. She's in this relationship too, lacking emotional contentment. And then we get the Emperor, but I think there's some type of deeply seated father wound. And so there is like a parent-child dynamic here. The Emperor upright with the Queen of Coins in reverse. This is a very mismatched pair. The Emperor upright represents logic, discipline. The Emperor upright does the right thing. And so maybe there's a masculine here staying in a situation, denying some type of an emotional truth, because the Emperor doesn't abandon people, does not give up on people. But I feel there's a feminine here only after somebody's money, and there's a need to take charge of a situation here. What is this King of Cups? I feel the Emperor energy is connected to this King of Cups. So what's this emotional denial connected to this King of Cups? We get the Strength reversed, a Leo energy. We get the Ace of Coins. And we get the Three of Cups. So there is some type of third-party interference here. Maybe this Emperor got led astray by this Queen of Coins in reverse. Doesn't have to be like that. But I feel somebody here is losing their strength when it comes to recognizing maybe a missed opportunity. I do feel, yeah, somebody's in some type of emotional denial about some type of commitment here. This masculine is grounded, is definitely trustworthy. This is somebody that is trustworthy, somebody that is supportive, that has a lot of financial security and prosperity to give somebody. And I think in a state of denial of, hey, maybe this person is only with me for my money, but this masculine is bored. This masculine is discontent. They're missing the point here. There is a new opportunity for this masculine to go towards. And then we get this Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is a mismatched pair. And there's a need to break free. And maybe there's a masculine here in some type of trauma bond holding on because they don't want to give up on somebody that they love. But I feel there's a feminine here that is not trustworthy, that might even be using her intuitive psychic insights to play somebody. And there's a need to kind of heal. There's a need to heal here. I do feel somebody here knows how to play on somebody's heartstrings. And there's a need to just walk away. I think there's a lot of procrastination here going on. There's a need to walk away. So What is this masculine going to do about this? Because I do feel there's a message coming and it's not going to be what you want to hear, but it's going to break you free. So what is this masculine going to do? He's going to deliver some very harsh truth. That's what I think is going on here. So there's a masculine here pulling the plug on a situation, ending a situation, because he sees an opportunity for more abundance, more happiness. And I do feel some type of an addiction here between two people not wanting to let go. Yeah, so there is this energy of pulling the plug on a situation. Look at that. I'm all done. I'm all done catering to somebody that doesn't nurture me, that doesn't take care of me. I'm all done holding on to a situation purely for the money. I do feel there's a long-standing committed partnership here coming to a close. The Empress in reversed doesn't have a pot to piss in. She's not abundant. She's not fertile. She doesn't create. She doesn't give birth. There could be a lack of fertility here, a lack of growth here, and there is a need to end a very dramatic situation with a melodramatic drama queen is really what I'm feeling here. And so do not let pride hold you back, because I do feel this Emperor is getting in the driver's seat, taking charge of a situation and going towards wish fulfillment, trusting that everything will be okay. But there's a need to withdraw. There's a need to withdraw from a situation where I feel this feminine is not very loyal. She's not dedicated. I do feel this masculine is apprehensive about leaving this situation behind. But there is an opportunity to end a stuck, stagnant situation. And so I do feel there's a masculine getting a wake-up call, going through a tower, breaking free from some type of old belief system. And maybe it is a belief system about marriage. But I feel it's time to get to work. And so we've got a full moon eclipse coming up in Pisces. And I do feel that's going to be the pivot point when it comes to this message today. And so that second 9-9 portal will be taking place during the eclipse. And so something set in motion today is going to bring forward a revelation that I feel will allow a divine masculine to overcome their fears and overcome this worry in order to take action towards making an unexpected choice in love. And there's that energy of going back. So I think a masculine is being called to go back to something and finish what was started, because there's some type of incomplete lesson here. There's a lack of accomplishment. And so I do feel there's going to be an unexpected choice in love between these next 3 9-9 portals. So get ready for something to be completed and somebody to go back to finish what was started, because it's time to get to the root of an issue here. And I do feel, look at that, this retrograde energy has really got somebody in a state of renewal and getting ready to step into their authority. And I do feel it's going to be a challenge, because something here does need to be walked away from. And it might be an entire social group. And so somebody is descending into this truth, I feel, of something that is very toxic that does need to be walked away from. So get ready to release a burden. Let's close this message off with a spiritual journey oracle card. What is the closing message here today? Look at that. Recovery. Get ready for some type of upheaval. This upheaval could have already taken place, is taking place right now, or is about to take place. But there's going to need to be a period of rest before this masculine can go forward. So there's going to be upheaval, but this is bringing in a new opportunity. It's bringing in expansion. It's going to bring in greater abundance. It's definitely going to bring in greater abundance. But you have to choose to walk through that doorway. You have to choose to walk through that portal. So spend some time alone. Really spend some time alone and recognize these old patterns that need to be evolved out of. Because without this very uncomfortable reevaluation of these destructive habits, these destructive patterns that kind of remain lurking below the surface, there's not going to be an ability to make a different choice. And so there's that pivot point. Somebody here is at a fork in the road, and a substantial decision is going to need to be made. So get ready to make a choice. Somebody's hitting a roadblock and they've got an important decision to make. And that's what I've got for a message today. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.